Let's get the money.
That thing wants to swallow us whole.
The Hurricane Heist. Sorry, I really couldn't think of an intro there. Alright, so The Hurricane Heist is this movie about a heist that coincidentally happens during a hurricane. And there's this one guy, he has to save this one guy who's in the heist. There's this girl, she has to save this one guy in the heist. So they team up to make a very boring and forgettable movie. While some say this film is very fun, I found it very boring and very forgettable. It wasn't... Alright, let me just say. Let's get what I liked about this film. There were a couple action scenes in this one that were pretty entertaining, noting that's the same director as The Fast and the Furious. It makes sense, but I was a bit let down by the director as The Fast and Furious. That could have been awesome, but it wasn't. The action scenes were cool when they happened, but they didn't happen much. Also, generally, I think heist stories are fun stories because they're actually really easy stories to make because your main character doesn't always need an influence. Their influence always can just be, I'm out of money, I can get loads of money. That can just be a good influence for your character. They didn't really utilize that in this film. This film was very false advertising. All the commercials oh, make it rain, get the money, things like that. Yeah, I was thinking it could be a pretty cool heist movie, but it wasn't a heist movie, really. It was a rescue movie. That's what it was. This movie also utilizes its environment of a hurricane very well. When there's a hurricane, there are just items flying everywhere, the rain's heavy. They utilize that well. Wondering why the microphone condition and the camera condition is different? I switched cameras and microphones for today. I'm going back soon. I just don't know where those two are right now. So yeah. This is the original microphone and camera I use. If you like it better, I might start using it more. This video is probably going to be pretty short because I just don't have much to say. So is The Hurricane Heist a bad movie? Did this movie fail? No, not really. Well, kind of. It didn't really do much. Also, here's another problem with this movie. The main cast is so forgettable. I don't remember a single quality about any character in this movie. Nonetheless, you don't ever really remember the qualities of characters in heist movies, but here, I don't remember them. You want to be able to remember your characters. Maybe in heist movies you don't have to do that, but this isn't a heist movie, so stop treating it like it is. This movie treats itself as if it's a heist movie. It treats it that way. But it's purely not that. It's a rescue movie, and it's so false advertised. False advertising isn't always a bad thing. With Captain America Civil War, they've advertised it as if it was a choose-a-side movie, but it was more the relationship between Tony Stark and Captain America. I think that's sort of false advertising, but at least the end result was not completely flipping our expectations on our head. This movie did that. It just kind of was all the commercials are make it rain. It's about this whole heist they're doing during a hurricane because there'll be less guarding or whatever. But instead, the movie, when they're about to do their heist, it just coincidentally happens during a hurricane, so they don't really utilize the hurricane during the heist. Yeah. Also, I'm no meteorologist. In fact, I'm probably pretty incorrect about this. But can a hurricane lift up a semi-truck? I'm not sure. The movie also really has no time jumps. The movie starts out then with a scene, then there's a huge time jump. But overall, the movie doesn't ever do a time jump. It's all directly in order, same event, same event, same event. And it's mostly all in one day, pretty much. I like that, because then I feel I'm in a consistent area, but that doesn't always work. The movie's also fast-paced, which I liked, because it wasn't a slow movie. It was fast enough to keep up with what was going on. I understood what was happening. I just didn't care what was happening. Because in the end, The Hurricane Heist isn't a heist movie. It's a rescue movie, and a very forgettable one at that. The movie is super disappointing because I wanted just a fun movie. I didn't really have much fun in this movie. There was one truck chase at the end of the movie that's pretty cool, but other than that, it just wasn't that entertaining. And I feel like they used their hurricane area. They used the hurricane as a very good environment, but the movie overall is just a kind of just forgettable meh movie. It's just kind of a straight up 5 out of 10. That is the first 5 out of 10 I've given out for a movie that's released in 2018. Alright, so the Hurricane Heist. What are your guys' thoughts on it? Let me know in the comment section below. And do not forget to subscribe. Because I'm going to start... Okay, yesterday, I'm so sorry I forgot the Spider-Man review. I was having some camera microphone issues because I couldn't find my camera, as I said. So I just used my old one for this review specifically. I'm still not entirely sure which one's better, but yeah. Also, me calling it a camera is a bit hypocritical. I use a phone for my camera, honestly. I do that. And it's pretty obvious because, you know, KinMaster is something I use, which is an app. This video is not sponsored by KinMaster. Well, anyway, guys. I don't know what my next 2018 review would be. I've been trying to do this for like a month now. Samsung is that red box, but I haven't gotten it yet. I don't know why, I haven't gotten it yet. So, if I don't see Samsung in the next week, Ocean's 8 will be my next review. By the way, that's coming out next Tuesday. So yeah, see you guys next time. Also, I might do a video talking about The Incredibles 2, because I have not put focus on that movie enough. I have not put a lens on that movie. Other than that, it was number 2 on my most anticipated of the year. Not put a lens on it. So yeah, see you next time.